Carlos, I'm Emil,
I'm Mariah.
I'm Carol.
and we're gonna try to explain schizophrenia in 3 different levels.
5-year-old boy, do you know what schizophrenia is?
No.
Well, sometimes people get sick where their brain isn't working right. This is how our brains look like, where the brain is telling what to do correctly, and this is a brain where it doesn't work right, which is how schizophrenia is. And the directions that the brain says aren't given properly.
Can they go to a doctor?
They should go to a doctor because they need help. It's like have you ever had an imaginary friend?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like they constantly see and hear things from their friends inside their head, and so usually a doctor needs to help them so they don't hear their imaginary friends anymore.
So schizophrenia is a mental illness where people hear and see things that doesn't really exist. It's called hallucinations. And people who has this disease, they often get these types of hallucinations which cause problems for them in real life. It can be really distracting. They usually can't focus on what's going on in real life. And their brain makes them hear or see things, and essentially, that doesn't exist.
Oh, how interesting. How does this happen?
So our brain needs chemicals to communicate between different parts and to keep your body and your mind balanced. So in order for you to hear or see things or experience things or move like you need to have a balance of different types of chemicals in your brain.
When we talking about schizophrenia, it's a chronic and severe mental disorder that affects how a person thinks, feels, and behaves. A person has delusional thoughts and hallucinations, which might lead to violent behavior. There's a type of delusion called delusion of grandeur, where a person thinks that they are all-powerful. Then there's the delusion of persecution, where they think that somebody is out to get them.
Is that the only symptoms?
There's many symptoms. There's, along with those delusions, there's also hallucinations and auditory hallucinations because they can't differentiate between their own voice and somebody else's.
What are the causes to get this disease?
It's actually mostly genetic, but there is a strong environmental factor.
There's the 4 dopamine pathways here. The mesolimbic, which goes to the nucleus accumbens, that produces the positive symptoms like the hallucinations and the delusions, and the mesocortical pathway, which produces the negative symptoms.
Some treatments would be antipsychotics, which would be a dopamine receptor antagonist. For the mesolimbic, it would slow down dopamine neurotransmission, and for the mesocortical, it would increase dopamine neurotransmission.